come on, come on. There you go. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode here on MEADOW GROVE FARM. I am Frank, your dairyman, and this is my diary. Now, we have just moved the combine from the little stackyard down the side of the track, actually. Main reason for that is that we're going to get it washed down, going to put it away properly soon. But we need to move it because we need to dump some muck into there over the next next day or so. So we have to clear a little bit of space for that, so that's why this is in here. It will get like serviced off, cleaned off and all of the rest of it, and then we can just leave it away for the winter. Right now we're going to go and take a little drive in our ATV. We're going to go and see what Terry's getting up to. He's just in a field where we were spreading muck last week actually, and he's working that over there, just trying to bury some of the muck, work it in a little bit, but more importantly at the same time there, he's trying to just break up the pan a little bit because it was quite compacted. Had maize in that field not too long ago, and the field never really regained a good drainage from it really. It's just got a little bit heavy soil in there, so we're going to go and see what he's getting up to and how it's going. And we'll just zip down the road. And then we've got a few other things to go and do ourselves. We're going to go and head off and look into some we're going to do some mowing of some, what's going to be, it's first cut in the field, but it's really going to be a bit more like third cut size. It hasn't grown very much there, it's not very strong, and it's going to be a bit of a grind, but we'll see how it goes. Now, as you can hear, good grief, that is chugging along quite difficult, quite slowly really. It is really bringing the 77 to its knees here. We've got like a chisel cultivator on the front there, which is kind of like a flat lift really, and then we've got the 4-meter press after that. Now what we're doing here is the subsoil legs on the flat lift are actually lifting up the soil, the heavier soil, which is just below the topsoil there. As you start to get into the subsoil level, it'll break all of the that compacted top section up really. And as you can see, the tractor is struggling for grip in places, but it has grip. It's doing alright. Keep on chugging along there, Terry. Ooh! Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Well, that top link doesn't work very well. It should be a little bit of adjustment on that, I think. Shouldn't really be on the ground as it is that, but it's only the wheel, the backpacker wheel. It might be okay for what we need here. As you can see, it's quite a thick layer of muck on the ground that we do need to try and incorporate just a little bit more, work it in. It was quite decomposed anyway, so it's kind of handling it quite well. We need to, ideally I want to see us get this all done today, because I want to get this drilled pretty soon actually. I think in the next kind of couple of days I want to get the drill run through here. Get Terry onto that as soon as it's finished, because I think I am going to be busy with a few other tasks that are coming in the coming few days. We are TB testing. It's either going to be tomorrow or the day after. I think it's the day after, but I need to either way there's a lot of preparation I need to do to get ready for that, so we need to hope really that we can get Terry just to keep working the way through here and life will be much better. Ooh, it's pushing. Come on! This field in particular here, this is going to go into some winter barley. We'll get this back into the beginning of the crop cycle, and I think it's normally a pretty good field actually. We just need to look after the soil in here a little better than it has been. Just get, like I say, it got a little bit wet over the fall last year, which is why I didn't have anything in here, and it just wasn't really clearing or draining at all. So that's why we kind of thought we'll leave it set aside for a year just to see what we can get done with it and try and incorporate a little bit more organic matter into here as well, and just see how it all comes along. As you can see though, it is starting to look very good on the areas that have been worked over already. I don't think that's a problem at all. It looks very very manageable. I think, yeah, we should be good. It certainly looks like we're getting that way over there anyway. So that's perfect. We're going to leave this here now. We're going to just leave Terry to get on. Obviously he's got nice, about a third of the way through, I would say. So that's great. We'll leave him to keep trundling through, and then we'll go and head off and onto our next task for the day, really. I've already hooked up the John Deere with the mowers, so that is kind of ready to go, which is good. It means that we just jump straight out. Before we do that, I just need to have a quick look to see what we're going to do in terms of managing the cattle down here. We need to create or use the race we have up the side of the building there and find a way to incorporate that a little better, I think. So what we need to do is probably put, that's our race in the corner there we're going to end up using. We just probably need to put like a few more rails, a few more hurdles out this way, so they've got like another holding area in here. So that's what we need to think about there. So that's another job for later on. And yeah, we have to make sure that we get this TV test done nice and quickly. So that's what we'll aim to do. Spin around there, and that's the muck that we need to get out pretty quickly as well. We've got to, yeah, we haven't really got any fields we want to put it on yet. So what we're going to do is just dump it into a stackyard area, and then we can, it's somewhere which will be easily accessible for all of our different land. Put this back into here, I guess. Lovely stuff. So how you all doing anyway? Hope everything is going well wherever you are, whatever you get up to. Do let us know in the comments down below what you're working on. A lot of people asking about that Nissan. It's a lovely little truck. I really like that. Been doing quite a bit of carting around with it actually. Works very, very well. Very happy with that. We're going to just open that gate first, I think. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Alright, and back out into the mowing machine. Perfect. Okay, one thing, I do love the setup, but one thing I'm always very cautious about, we're very long. With that mower on the back there, or the front mower, we do stick out an awful long way, which is something that when you're working the areas that I do around Meadow Grove here, it is a little hazardous. You have your wits about you when you're on the road with this. But yeah, once you're in the field, this setup's perfect. You can fly through the ground. Seems like he's going alright still over there. Very slowly still, but he's going. It's good to see. Okay. So that winter wheat over there hasn't quite come through yet. I was expecting that to have, but maybe we'll have a bit of an inspection of that field later on today just to see what it's actually doing. It might just be starting to emerge. We've had some good growing weather actually. The last few days have been really nice and warm and dry. There's plenty of moisture in the soil still from previous rain though, so it should have plenty in there to kind of kick it on a bit. Well, that's the hope at least. So almost could do with a mirror on the front here, just so I can see where I'm. See what's coming. Oh, there's a car there, but I'm going. I'm out. Fantastic stuff. So we did get the planning permission all sorted out for that new property we're going to build. We need to get back onto that sooner rather than later. The patch that we're going to use that we strip back has started to kind of grow over with weeds, so we need to get into there as well. A lot of jobs are really piling up at the moment that we need to try and get around to. I'd say in another 2-3 weeks we'll kind of be through the most of what Harvest has to offer, so we'll be kind of caught up with what drilling we do have to do. So at that stage I'm looking forward to being able to kind of turn our attention to other tasks as well. No, slow it down, slow it down. Okay, and in we come. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going to build into there. So we need to get back onto that pretty soon, I should imagine. I think we're just going through here at the moment. We still need to finish this fence off. I'm in two minds whether to do a fence or just do a bit of hedging actually. Hedging will work pretty well. We can tie in that yard to it as well quite easily. Ooh, there's a tree there. Okay, so that's the lower mower out. That's the front mower unfolded. Front mower, get some juice behind it. Let's just swing around. And that's the rear mower as well, alright then. And then we just got a hydraulic search and you make sure it's functioning properly. Down goes the front mower, down goes the rear mower, perfect stuff. Alrighty then. Let's see how this goes. First time round is always a bit tricky, you gotta have your wits about you with this, with the fences or any of the borders. After that though, it's all pretty good. There's a tree right there. There we go. This ground up here, this field of winter barley has been sprayed off with a broadleaf herbicide, so all those weeds in there should start to die pretty soon actually. I'm not sure as and when that might happen, but I'll have to keep an eye out. They'll probably need, usually it says, I think it needs in the region of around a 7-day window to fully work. We'll just miss as much of that bush as possible. We don't want to take that with this. But we'll go around here, watch the mower. Oh, good grief, that was close. Watch these bushes again. There we go. It's always difficult to see with this mower exactly how much grass we do have because it does spread it out quite thin anyway, but I think it's with this particular field it's less than usual. Looks a bit patchy when it's on the ground there. Good news is it should dry up and be ready to bale almost immediately, so we might. That's a nice dry warm day today. We'll see what it looks like as the grass is quite thin. We might be able to get it baled up this evening, which if we did would be perfect. So it's another job we don't have to worry about anymore after that. That would be pretty fantastic. Why not? Let's just take the square out here as well. Probably going to scale the chickens a little bit down here, but never mind. A good sized body of water, that one actually. We do have a few fields that drain into that quite nicely, so it does allow us to have quite good dry land around here. And again, watch that tree. Perfect. So how much silage have you all been doing? Let us know down below there how many cuts you're on, how many bales. Also, what type of silage you're doing? Are you focusing on pit work or do you do any bale work like myself? I know a lot of you out there do a little bit of both, but yeah, I'd be curious to know how much you've got done and what the grass has been like actually, because I've heard varying reports. Some people having great grass, some people not having the best. So it would be good to know. Okay, so let's. Headland number 1 done. Let's just stick ourselves into here. Alright then. So let's just have a quick pop out. As you can see, like I was mentioning there's not a lot on the ground, not a lot at all, but okay, we haven't really done a lot to here. All we did is put a bit of slurry down because we need to clear out the lagoon, so you can't complain too much, I don't think. I'm happy with it. We'll get it bailed up. It's not going to be the best grass, but what it will be is good fodder material, really. When we use up all the rest of the grass there, the cattle will eat it, that's for sure. Because it's not as wet as I thought either, so sometimes third cut silage is quite good just because wet holds a lot of moisture in there. So if it's dry towards the early spring, if there's not a lot of water around, then it's good to kind of feed them that and to top it up. But you know, we'll get it bailed up anyway. We'll see what's like. It might surprise me. It might be quite good. But at least once we get this bailed down, we've got a good kind of blank canvas to work with. Really, we may well reseed it. Just get some extra grass into there, but we'll have a look. See, we will always have a look. Let's put that bit square away there, like so. And just like that, we'll be good to go. And stay tuned because later on this week we will be bringing you an update with the TB testing, how that's going. We're about to go and get ourselves kind of all prepared for it anyway, so it should be very interesting to see if and how it all comes together. For now though, get around that. I'm going to leave you here as I continue along with the last of this mowing really. So we'll get this done. We'll get this probably even bailed up very soon, and then we'll get moved on to all things drilling and testing, I think. So like I say, do drop any comments down below you have. Do let us know how you're getting along with your own silage and if you're all but done. And then we will see you later on in the week in the next one, where you can come along for the ride. That is a full TB test experience, which is quite something, let me tell you. Until then though, thank you ever so much for watching. I have been Frank, your humble host. You've been watching the Dairyman's Diary, and we will see you in the next one. So until then, have yourself a wonderful day, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.